Hello everyone, and welcome to Victoria's Cantina. Today we're having a look at the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series 2014 number 9 6-inch Stormtrooper. Here's a look at the packaging. Alright guys and dolls, so here is your 6-inch Stormtrooper. The results are truly great. It's essentially the same figure as the Sand Trooper. The only difference I can see, just by doing a brief comparison of the two, was the knee pad right there on the left leg. Looks to be a little bit different, as it should be. The design in the films were different. Other than that, it seems to be the same figure, just with cleaner paint. I could be missing something, but, just doing a glance over of the two, that's the only thing I could really identify as being different. The silhouette of, just like with the Sand Trooper, is very nicely done. It's very proportionately accurate and very nice scale. Coloring here is just pure, clean white, as it should be. No battle damage of any sort, and this is how I like my troopers, nice and clean looking. And, we also have a very nicely added holster there on the left side so that we can stow away the Stormtrooper's blaster. View close-up here of the head. Ain't he pretty looking? He certainly is. Very nicely done. And again, I think it's the same head as the Sand Trooper. I didn't really notice any differences when I did a quick comparison looking over the two. But either which way, it looks great. The paint on it's very nice. It's very clean. The grill on his mouth, the little slots right here on his cheeks, the little parts there at the bottom of his mask. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Nice detail there on the back side as well. The rest of the armor, very nicely done too. It's nice and clean white. There's a few black dots you get there at the midsection. And the back, he still has that little hole there from when he was the Sand Trooper. They could have filled that in, but that's not a huge deal. The rest of it's really nice. He's got the grenade right there. I think this is the same belt that came on the Sand Trooper, I believe. As such, the rest of the armor is quite nicely done. The only thing I could really say about it is that the feet look a little bit dirty. Same with the shin right there. There's some paint splattering or something on there, which, it kind of detracts a little bit, but it's not a deal breaker or anything. The holster is new. This is very nicely done here. As you can see, there's kind of has like a leather look to it. It's got some nice folds in it. Give it a little bit of character. Nicely done. And in terms of articulation, this Stormtrooper has a very nice ball joint here at the head. He's got a really great range of movement. He's got ball hinges here at the shoulders. And they're somewhat restricted just due to the nature of the sculpting of the armor. He has cuts there at the bicep. He has a bend at the elbow. He has hinges at the wrists. He has nice hinging here at the upper torso. He has ball hinges here at the hips, which, are affected a little bit by the belt. He has cuts right here at the thighs that are placed kind of strangely. I'm not a huge fan of the way they did that. He has double bends at the knees, and he has rocker joints there at the ankles. Now, I do wish that they would have enabled a rotation right at the knee. They gave him the double bends there, which are nice, but unfortunately because of that, they were only able to give him a cut there at the upper thigh. And, I'm glad that we have it, but like I mentioned, it is hindered by the belt. And unfortunately, it just doesn't allow for a whole lot of movement. If he had just a regular hinge, we would be able to rotate that. But, because they opted to give him double hinge knees, we are left with that restriction. It's not terrible, but, if I personally would have preferred if they would have opted for just a, regular ball hinge knee. That way we could have had a little bit more movement with the figure. For weapons and accessories, Stormtrooper has his standard Imperial issue blaster. It's nicely sculpted. It's just, nice black color. Not a whole lot to it, and it does fit, as I gave you a glimpse at earlier, the holster. It simply just slides in And he holds it very nicely. It kind of clicks in place, which is nice because you know that it's not going anywhere. Stormtrooper also has this other rifle, and I think this is the IG-88 style rifle. Not quite sure why he has it. I'm assuming that the Stormtroopers at some point in the movie were carrying it around. I don't remember seeing it, outside of IG-88 having it, but, hey, it's an extra gun, and for that reason, I think it's cool that they at least gave him something extra. And the Stormtrooper does hold his weapons very nicely, which of course is very important, especially at a 6-inch scale. You want them to look very nice holding their weapons, since every detail on a larger canvas is much more magnified than it would be with a smaller scale figure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it. This is the Hasbro Star Wars, the Black Series, 2014, number 9, 6-inch Stormtrooper. Just as you'd expect, this is a really nicely done figure. He's essentially the same figure as the Sand Trooper, just given a very nice, white, clean, bright paint job. And, he looks really great for it. The added holster looks really nice, and it's very much functional. The 2 blasters he's equipped with are quite nice. His paint is, for the most part, very nice and clean. Articulation, very nicely done. Could be improved upon in the knee area. But other than that, I absolutely love him. And, given how nice the Sand Trooper was, it wasn't really too hard for them to do anything groundbreaking with a Stormtrooper version of that figure. If you don't already have him, then, go ahead and grab him because he really is very, very nice. Thanks for watching Victoria's Cantina. Until next time, bye-bye.